Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Sunday. This is Darlene. I'm getting ready to paint more beads using the purple and the green color. And I like these because they give you like that kind of marble look. And I'm using two different paints. I think I used orange with one of these. This one right here. You can see there's a little bit of orange. And I think I might do that to show you how I do it with the three colors. But this is two colors. I think this one I use a little orange too, just a little bit. But I'm going to show you how I get these like marble type beads. And I have two sticks, the switchers. Is that what it's called? Like swishers, where you put the meat and stuff on and then you grill them and that type of stuff. But that's what these sticks are. So I am going to use the thicker side, which is this. I'm going to put the paints along here. And then this one, the thinner, I'm going to use it to hold my bead. The unfortunate thing is when I paint the beads like this, I have to paint one bead at a time. I can't paint multiples like I do with the other, with the other beads that I paint. But these have to be done in a certain type of way. And I think I'm gonna use orange with it too. So all I'm gonna do, shake my paint up a little bit, is I am going to take the paint. Oh shoot, and it came out. And I'm just gonna put a dab of it, the purple, to start it on the end like that. Close that up, and we'll get our green. Put a little green, and it looks like that. And in this case, I'm gonna put a little orange so we could use. Oh shoot, hold on. Have to take the paper off. All right, so we're gonna put a little orange on here, just a little dab of do ya. We don't need a whole lot. And even if we get a lot on there, that's still cool too. And then I have my bowl right here with the wire that I'm going to slide the bead on after I paint it. So I got my bead and I'm holding it on my stick, and then I got the colors. And you have to take the stick with the colors and then press it against it. Like, I hope you can see this. And it's just, I don't think you can see it. Hold on. I'm going to try to do it to where you can actually see it. You can see the paint coming on. So all I'm doing is basically just rolling the bead across the paint. So then the paint comes on to the bead in that circular way. So we just want to cover the entire bead, roll it down, and then that's covered. And then I want to go back over the top with the orange. And you can see how just wrap that, twisting, turning the bead. And then you can see how that's on there. And when you look over your bead, if you see a little vacant spot, like right there, there's a little vacant spot. All you do, let me find it, is you want to take the paint for the color that you want to put on there and just roll it right back through it like that. Just put it on top of it and roll it. Hopefully you can see this. Let me get this side right here. And then this is what it comes out looking like as a painted. So we got purple, green, and orange, and the orange dominates on this one. So it's not exactly the color of these beads, but that's okay. I'm still going to add these beads to these beads. So these are going to be a pack of 50. So then once I paint it, I take my metal piece and just push it on to that metal, and then I'm going to let it dry. So I'm going to put it over my bowl like that. I'm going to let it dry, and then I need to clear some of the paint off because I'm going to do it over. And then I'll lay down an extra piece of paper right here too so I don't get it on my work area right here. So remove the bowl. I'm going to take another bead that has a pretty big hole, put it on there. And that's the thing about these, you got to paint them one by one. So we're just going to take a little dab. We're not going to put as much as we did last time because you really don't need that much. So all I'm doing is putting a little paint, and we'll do about that much. And then we'll take the green, about that much. And then we'll take the orange. So we'll have about that much. And the thing is with the paint, you do have to make sure that they're pretty close together so that when you roll it over the bead, the colors still come together. I spread that out too far. So I'm just going to take the bead and roll it across the paint like that. And you can see how it begins to paint, right? And then we're going to get at the bottom, just rolling it and rolling it to where it begins to paint all the bottom, right? And then we need to go back across the top because we didn't get very much. And it's just rolling it. Hopefully you can see this. I'm just rolling it against, rolling that bead against the paint to get it painted. Cover the top. And then if you don't get it all, there's always, you can always put a little bit more paint. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more green. And we don't need a whole lot, just enough. And then hold it against it. Roll it. And that's basically what we do. And then the bottom is painted. I do need to put a little bit more on the bottom. And you just twisting it as you do it. And that's what gives it that kind of spiral look. So this one, we're just going to put it right here on the metal piece and push it on with our fingers. And then we got two. And the colors are a little bit different, and that's okay because this is going to be a 50 piece, 50, I'm going to sell these in 50s. So then we're going to do another one. Clean off our stick. And then we're going to grab another bead with a nice big hole. And then I'm going to just put the purple. And you can do this with as many colors as you like. So we'll do purple. And And then we'll do green. I'm going to put the colors pretty close together like that. And then all I'm going to do is put the bead against it, start rolling it, and you can see how the paint begins to get on the bead. And then I'm going to just take it down. I'm trying to do it to where you guys can see this. So now I'm going to just roll it. And you can see how it's changing colors. And then I got to reposition it so the paint can get under the bottom. And then if you got pieces or parts of the bead that's regular, show the natural color, then you just go back over it with the paint that you have, rolling it against it. Just rolling it against it. And then this one is all the way covered. And it looks more like these right here. And then we just grab our metal piece that's holding our beads. Go ahead and put that bead on there. So now we got 3 more that's going to go with these beads right here. So all these will be in there together. And then I'm going to do these in different colors so you can see when we use that swirl technique. And then I'm going to come back and cover these with I forget what the name of this stuff is that I use with the gloss. So these I'm going to cover with the gloss. I like them matted, but I also like them with the gloss on them. They're really pretty, just matted like this. But these particular ones, when you put the gloss on them, that clear gloss, that oil-based gloss on them, they are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they're gorgeous. So I'm going to make some more of these. And I'm going to show you, you can use different colors, you know. And you don't have to make them all the same colors. You can use, you know, like make them different colors and make it a whole set if you want to. So I'm going to try another one. And we're going to use this one. And then we're going to use some cranberry red. Go ahead and put some of the paint on here like that. And how about we mix it with this vivid violet. So we'll do these 2 colors, and you can do as many colors as you want. How many colors? Let me move these out the way too. As many colors as you want to add. And then we got these 2 colors, and all we're going to do is begin to roll the beads into the paint. Just roll it. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see. Hopefully you get the gist of it. And I'm just rolling it in the paint. That's all I'm doing is rolling it in the paint, twisting it so that it'll give us the swirl. And then we just need to go back up here, thinning it out because we got quite a bit of paint up here. And we're just going to thinning it out. Go up towards the top and then start filling in the top up there. And then I got some of the bottom still needs to be painted, so we'll just roll it around at the bottom. And now we got the bottom painted. As much as we can get painted. We got the top painted, and then we got the 2 colors. And this could even be, you could even add white. Let me see. With this one, I can see a little white added on, so let's see. And make sure you got a rag. I forgot to bring my rag. I'm using some tissue paper, but make sure you got a rag where you can wipe all this excess paint off. So with this one, I'm going to add a little bit of white. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I got a little white on here. Move the bowl. So we're just going to take the white and take our, and just start mixing it in. Just do a nice little swirl. And the objective is to try to make it like a marble. So that's where we put a little white on here. And then once it dries, it'll look really pretty. And then you can just put some gloss on them. So we're going to take this one, put this one on here. And then this is how I do the swirls. And this is what it looks like. So right here, it don't look like much, of course, because it's wet paint. But then once it dries, they look like this. And then once they look like this, and then I paint them, not paint them, but I cover them with the oil-based gloss, they are going to be some beautiful beads. And I am going to make something with them. So I'm going to go ahead and let these dry. Just a really simple, easy technique. You can mix colors. You can do one color. I would suggest doing two colors because when you do the two colors, you get that kind of marble swirl type look, that I was going for with these. But this is what this is. Easy, simple is 1, 2, 3. I know a couple people was asking me something about showing how I do the paint technique for the beads. Well, this is one way. Real simple and easy. Not a whole lot to it. But anyway, Darling Knife for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.